Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. It is currently about 10 a.m. September 28th, 2019. Today we're gonna be transplanting this cherry tree that I got from Tractor Supply. And this is it. I picked it up in the springtime when the cherry was still dormant, so I potted it in hopes that it would get some growth. Well, you can see the growth that it has. All of these yellow and light green shoots is all new growth. This dark green, this dark brown stick here, I didn't get anything from that. So what I did, planted it, fed it, watered it all summer. It is now fall. Everything I read says transplant your trees in the fall. What I did is got a hole dug here. I have some water down in there. That's alright, it'll eventually seep in. My ground is real clay type, so it's real hard. Hopefully this works. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill the bottom of this hole with some of this Scott's manure, and hopefully that'll help keep this tree fed over the winter. I'm gonna take it out of this potter here. I'll be back. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, I'm back. I took the tree, or at this point it's kind of like a bush. Took it out of the pot. I put some of that manure down in the hole. Let's take a look to see what we have here. You see a little bit of roots here on the side. Nothing too spectacular. But down here, we have that root. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna loosen it up a little bit around here. Yeah, kind of get it unbound. We're gonna put it in the hole. I'll be back. Here it is. Put it in the hole. Broke up some of the dirt around the bottom. Broke up some of that dirt around the side. Didn't do nothing too spectacular. I'm gonna backfill this hole with some of this just loose dirt. I have some of that manure on the bottom, so hopefully it helps feed this plant next year. Let me backfill it and I'll show you how it looks. Be back. Okay, it's done. I filled it in, used just some of the dirt that I pulled out of the hole. Down at the bottom I put some of this manure in there. I didn't have just plain manure, so I used this Scott's stuff. Probably head to my local Tractor Supply after this and get some wood chips and put it around the edge there. You can see my cat loving the manure, real interested in what I'm doing. Alright, so let's get the hose. Got the hose running over here on this little tree. So now I'll just put that there. Let that root ball that I just pulled out of the pot get some water. Sorry about that. Neighbor's dog. Pain in the ass. Anyways, we can let that water drip on there. And I'll show you what happens. I did this same thing at the beginning of spring with some little saplings here. These are little plum saplings. My father has a tree that dropped some pits and some little saplings grew. I planted them this spring, and it's basically grown what you see in 1 year. When I put it in the ground, it was about this big. You can see all that's grown from 1 year. Haven't watered it too much, just kind of let nature take its course. I put some of that manure at the bottom of the hole, put some wood chips along the top, surrounded it with rocks that way I didn't run it over when it was still a little sapling. And here is the other plum sapling that I did. And that is all new growth as well. You can see here, this is kind of the same situation as my cherry tree I just showed you. This thing right here is what I planted. I didn't get anything from this. But now we have all new growth. And it seems to be doing fairly well. I don't know if these trees need to be spaced out too far, but if you could see, that's what I have them spaced out there. That's probably about 10 to 12 feet. I think it'll be fine. Also, over here, so we have the cherry there, one plum there, another plum there. We have these just native trees, I would say. This is a pine tree. I'm not too sure what that is, but they're kind of nice. I have another spot right here. I'll probably dig this hole out and put a peach tree in this one. Let's go take a look at the peach tree. Bear with me. Take a walk. And this is where I basically get my peach and my cherry tree all summer long. And here's the peach. You can see that's ready to go into its dormant stage as well. So I'm gonna plant that one. And I need to figure a place to put this grapevine here. This grapevine has done amazing. You see the vine itself came out down there. I didn't really get anything off of this branch. So I need to figure a spot to put this grapevine. If any of y'all have any good ideas, let me know. Check out the rhubarb. Grew that from seed this year. Looking pretty good. We'll see what it does next year. Be back. Bye. Finally, just wanted to show you guys how much water I've put on here. I've had the water running on that ball, the root ball there, for about 2-3 minutes. It doesn't need to get too wet. We're fixing to get some storms here in the next few days. We'll see what happens. So what I'll do now is I'll just get this water, get it set up over there for my next tree, get the ground nice and soft, and dig it up and do the same thing. And I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, I'm back. So I got my peach tree hole dug out. It didn't take too long. While I was getting all my stuff ready, I had the hose just kind of dripping on here. I didn't have it up too high, just kind of get that ground soft. This hole was a lot easier than that cherry tree hole. And if you're gonna dig a hole, I recommend a nice spade, but most importantly, a digging bar. See here, at the bottom of the digging bar, we kind of have a spade edge on it. This one is about, 10 pounds. And when you throw it in the ground, and then you shimmy it, takes chunks out. So what I'll do is kind of go in the hole a little bit there to make the very bottom of the hole more wide than the top. And what the hopes that'll do is promote the roots to spread out instead of getting root bound in a circle and just growing in a circle. So I'll do that. I'll put the tree in the hole. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Let's take a look at the bottom of this and see what we got there. You can see some root, but this one doesn't have a big root ball like that other one did. So we'll just loosen that up like that. Kind of get those roots to touching. I'll put some of that manure at the bottom of the hole and we'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Put the tree in the ground. I put manure under it, put the tree in the ground, backfilled it. And basically what I did was pour that 5-gallon bucket of water. I had my hose in the water, dripping while I dug the hole and got it ready. So it filled up, poured the water in the hole, and that's pretty much all that I will do with this tree until the springtime. And next spring, when it comes out of dormancy, I'll do another video, update you guys on this tree, the cherry tree right there, and maybe my grapevine if I put it in the ground. Still contemplating what to do with that at this time. Thank you all for joining me. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment in the section below. Thanks. Bye. And before I forget, I just wanted to show you guys which peach tree this was. Peach Red Haven. Got it from Tractor Supply. It was dormant when I bought it. I planted it in a pot to see if it would come out of dormancy during the summer. It did, so now that it's fall, put it in the ground. Again, that's the peach tree that it is.